Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm showing you how to connect N8N with Claude using the new MCP server. If you've heard about the Model Context Protocol but don't know how to use it inside N8N, this vlog is for you. Let's jump right in. If you want to know more about, you can watch my MCP vlog. Claude is an advanced AI assistant created by Anthropic. It's designed to be helpful, safe, and reliable with strong abilities in writing, coding, reasoning, and data handling. Claude can understand long documents, follow complex instructions, and integrate with tools using the Model Context Protocol, MCP. This makes it ideal for automation, workflows, and building intelligent AI agents. To download the Claude Desktop version, go to Claude website and select the operating system. Here I'm using Windows. Now, double-click on Executable and install Claude Desktop. Let's wait for the application to open. Click on Get Started button. For signing to Claude, you can sign in with Google. This is the interface of Claude, a simple, clean workspace where you can chat, create content, ask questions, and use AI tools easily. If you want premium features, you can upgrade anytime. But in today's video, I'm using the free version. Developer mode in Claude gives access to advanced tools and features meant for building, testing, and integrating AI workflows. It's designed for developers who want to connect external tools, use MCP servers, and experiment with more technical capabilities. To enable Claude's developer mode, go to the settings panel, go to help and click on troubleshooting submenu, and a sub option will appear, enable developer mode, and click on enable. That's it, your developer mode got enabled. To connect Claude to an MCP server, you first need to create a small Json configuration file. After that, go to Claude settings, open the developer tab, and you'll see the option to enable MCP servers. Once developer mode is turned on, a new developer panel appears in the top left menu. From there, open the app config file and add your JSON configuration to complete the setup. How to configure, we will discuss that later. Before starting the MCP server configuration, make sure to launch your N8N desktop app. Once it's running, create a new workflow. If you need help installing N8N, you can check out my N8N installation video. Here I'm creating a workflow named as N8N. First, we will add a MCP server trigger point. For that, go to right panel and search for MCP server trigger. It will pop up the MCP server trigger panel. No need to change any parameters. Keep as it is. There is some prerequisites to succeed the connection. You have to generate client ID and secret key from Google. You can watch my video, how to create the credentials. I'll also you to enable API services like Google Drive, Calendar, email, and Google Sheet. I will mention the links of videos in description. Now we can add Google Calendar tool. For that, search for Google Calendar and add it. For the credentials section, simply select the credentials you already created. Keep the tool description and resource as they are. For the operation, make sure Create is selected. Under the calendar field, choose your email ID. For the start and end time, I'm leaving them as defined automatically by the model. Now the calendar configuration is done. Now we will add Gmail tool key. For that, choose plus button and search for Gmail tool. In this credential step, you need to select your Gmail credentials account. The tool description and resource can stay as they are. Set the operation to send. The to field will be defined automatically by the model, and the subject will also be generated automatically by the model. Here the message to send also will be defined by the model. So that's it. Our Gmail setup is complete. Okay, now for the next step, I'm adding one more Google Calendar event node. Click on the Add button and search for calendar. Once it appears, select it. Now let's set the parameters. The credentials, tool description and resource will remain the same. For the operation, set it to get many. For the calendar field, choose defined by model. Since I don't want to fetch a long list of events, I am setting the limit to 5. The after and before filters will also be set to defined by model. Okay, the calendar setup is done. I will keep the calendar a little bit left side. Now for the next step, we need to add the calculator tool. Click on the Add button and search for calculator. Select it and that's it. No additional configuration is required. The calculator tool is now added to the MCP server. Now the next step is to get a list of users, and for that we'll configure Google Sheets. Search for the Google Sheets tool and select it. The credentials, tool description, and resource will remain the same. Set the operation A to get rows. For the document, I'm selecting mail list, which is a Google Sheet stored in my drive. Then in the sheet field, choose the sheet name. In my case, it's simply named sheet. That's it, sheet is attached with MCP server. Now the next step is to add one more Google Sheets node to append new users to the sheet. Click on Add. Search for Google Sheets and select it. The credentials, tool description, and resource will remain the same. For the operation, choose Append Row. Set the document to defined automatically by the model. From the list, choose Mail List, which is the Google Sheet stored in my drive. Select the sheet name. In my case, it's simply Sheet. For the columns in the sheet, ID, name, and email, I'm setting all of them to defined automatically by the model. Our N8N setup is now ready. We've configured Google Calendar to create events, Gmail to send emails, and another calendar node to fetch multiple events. After that, we added the calculator tool and then connected Google Sheets, one to get the user list and another to append new users. I'm also adding one note here just to clearly separate all the tools coming from the MCP server. Now I think it's looking better. Also make sure to save the model and turn the toggle button into active. We need to activate it so that the MCP tools and all the configurations we just set up can actually run inside the AI agent. If the toggle is not active, N8N won't use the model and none of the tools like Calendar, Gmail, Calculator or Google Sheets will be triggered in the workflow. Now the next step is to configure the MCP server. As we discussed earlier, we need to add the Json script that defines our tools and connections. This configuration tells Claude which tools are available and how to interact with them. Once we add this JSON file, Claude will be able to access all the tools we set up inside N8N. To add this configuration, go to the top panel in Claude, open the developer menu, and select Open App Config file. You'll see a JSON file there. Just copy and paste the JSON script into that file. This is what creates the bridge between Claude and N8N. This JSON configuration connects Claude to the N8N MCP server. It tells Claude to run the supergateway command through npx and link it to the MCP endpoint of your N8N workflow using the provided URL. This allows Claude to access all the tools you configured inside N8N. To get that URL, open your N8N console, go to the MCP server section, select the production URL and paste it into the JSON file. That's it. The configuration is complete. Make sure the file is saved and then close the current Claude window if it's running. You'll also need to fully quit Claude from the Windows taskbar. Only after restarting Claude will the new MCP settings be applied in the Claude Desktop app. For that, first you close the Clause window, the Go to Windows toolbar, and choose Quit. It will close the entire session. Okay, now I've restarted the Claude Desktop app. And if you look at the Tools section, you'll see all the tools we configured in N8N. Everything from Calendar, Gmail, Calculator, and Google Sheets is now showing up here, which means the MCP connection is working perfectly. You can enable or disable any tools also. Now let's test the application. I'll give Claude a prompt to use the calculator tool. For example, use the calculator and multiply these numbers. You'll see that a request is sent to N8N, and Claude will ask whether to always allow or allow once for this tool request. I'm choosing allow once, and after confirming, it returns the product of the numbers. This shows that the MCP connection and tools are working correctly. Now we'll test getting all rows from the Google Sheet. I'll call the sheet get event, and as you can see, it successfully lists the 3 records stored in my Google Drive sheet. This confirms that the Google Sheets tool is also working perfectly with the MCP setup. You can see the Excel sheet in Google Drive. Now we'll test appending a new row to the Google Sheet. I'll give Claude a prompt to add an ID, name, and email. For example, ID 4, name Astha, and email astha@gmail.com. Claude will send the request through the MCP server, and the new record will be added to the sheet. When we send the append request, Claude will show a prompt asking for permission to process it. We click allow once and confirm by entering yes. Once done, the new record is successfully added to the Google Sheet, which means everything is working perfectly. You can also check the execution in the N8N console under the Executions tab. Here, if you check your Google Drive, you'll see that the new record has been successfully added to the sheet. Now I'm sending a request to Claude to create an appointment for a doctor consultation tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Claude will process this through the MCP server and trigger the Google Calendar event we configured earlier. After entering the prompt, Claude will ask for permission. Select Allow Once. Once confirmed, you'll see a message showing that the event has been created successfully and the status is marked as confirmed. It will give one link to Google Calendar. We can open that link. You can see the event is marked in the calendar. You can also check the execution flow in N8N. It clearly shows the request traveling from the MCP server to the Google Calendar node and confirms that the event creation was successful. This gives a complete view of how Claude interacts with N8N in real time. Now we'll test fetching multiple events from N8N. I'm giving Claude a prompt to get many events, and it will process this request through the MCP server to the Google Calendar node we configured earlier. Click on Allowed Once to process the request, and yes, it listed out 2 events created in calendar. Now let's test sending an email through Gmail. I'm giving Claude my email ID as the recipient, and it will process this request through the MCP server to the Gmail node we configured earlier. Click Allow once and confirm. After processing, Claude will display the message ID, confirming that the email was successfully sent to the specified mail ID. This shows that our Gmail integration through MCP is working perfectly. You can also check the same execution flow in the N8N executions console. It shows the request going through the MCP server and reaching the Gmail node. If you check your email, you'll see the message has been successfully sent. Configuring an MCP server in N8N with Claude Desktop locally allows seamless integration of AI with your workflows. It lets Claude directly access and control tools like Gmail, Calendar, Google Sheets, and calculators in real time, all on your local machine without relying on cloud-only solutions. Thanks for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future guides on N8N, Claude, and AI integrations. See you in the next video.